So as far as like putting together like an event, you said you've like pretty much done like those 5 events last year.
Yeah.
Like what are like the certain things like so the people can get like a perspective from you as a promoter? What are the things like your checklist of everything that goes into making a show?
It's hectic, and I mean Carlos has helped a lot, and he learned from Dennis Long, who's got his own storied past, but Dennis Long learned from Homicide. So, you know, in the wrestling line, Great Grandpa is definitely a great mind to learn from. Just celebrated 20 years in the business, 25 years?
Yeah, I think it was like 25 years.
Yeah. So, you know, excellent source, excellent foundation. You know, there's some of the tree bark going on the way to me is a little funny, but
shout out to Homicide.
Yeah,
by
Homicide
the way.
is the man.
At my first ROH event was the event where he beat Bryan Danielson for the ROH World title.
That.
So
See?
shouts out to him because
Small
Julius
world.
Smokey still owes me a blunt for that victory. But go ahead.
So you know, a lot of the good information that came my way, and it's like party planning. It's like doing a college project. You have to create a checklist, and you have to get the legalities out of the way first. It's always important to make sure. For New York, because there's so many regulations, because the city can't differentiate MMA from pro wrestling. It's like, oh, well, you got to have this, and this. And so you got to make sure you secure those things.
Yeah.
And then it's just building trust with talent. And that's one of the major things I've always gone out of my way to try to do. Like, I am no one. And it means a lot to me that these wrestlers would trust me to work for me. You know, a lot of people say, oh, it's just another payday, but I tried to make them feel like, no, this is more than just a payday. Like, I'm here to help you grow.
Yeah.
In any way, shape, or form. I've told a bunch of different talents that, like, if I'm still booking you 3 to 5 years, I'm not doing my job because you should be contracted. So that's the idea, and I've gotten positive feedback, and I'm not trying to be boastful, but that's the whole thing. It's like, I want them to feel welcome.
Yeah.
I want them to feel like if they work for Battle Club, there's going to be no BS. You know, there's going to be no, this or this and this. Like, no, I'm going to take care of you. You know, and God forbid, like, the house doesn't draw well. You'll still get taken care of. It sucks. It'll be in the long run, but I will definitely take care of you and compensate you more for it. But it's all trust. That's my whole thing. I've told many workers, I want to be the, like, anti-Carney promoter. Like, Joe reaches out to you. He's a good guy. Like, I've said this 1,000 times. I've told JT done this, and he's like, that's not going to happen. But, like, if I die broke alone in a project building in Brooklyn, but I help people like Harlow O'Hara and the Diamond Dogs and Tasha Steeles and Davey and climb to the next mountaintop and become the best versions of themselves,
Yeah.
I'm a rich man. I would die a rich man, even if I have nothing. I feel like if I could help them just a tiny bit, because they're doing all the work, they're doing all the hard work, they're sacrificing, they're in the gym, they're training.
But you're giving them
But
that platform.
I would less. That's it. Here's the platform. Rock out. And that's basically where it came from. You know, I'm cutting a lot of things out, but it's just, it was commentary, and then I was on this production team, and then he slowly started handing me off more responsibility, and, you know, like, hey, I'm the guy now. and it was literally, it was legit just like that. Like, the show, I think the first show we worked together in the Bronx.
Yep.
He just kind of pulls aside. He goes, "Yo, I'm out." I said, "Yo, we got the show. What are you talking about?" He goes, "No, I'm done." I was like, "What do you mean you're done?" I'm done. This is all you now. What? Like,
wow.
But you know, I'm not gonna get too much into detail when it comes to, like, the business aspect of it.
Yeah.
He totally did right by me. Like, I don't have to worry. Like, this is my baby. It really is. And he took a step out, and I consider him one of my brothers because now I've known him 8 years through Facebook, and then now working with him. And, like, one brother stepped out, and then my 3 brothers that I've known for going on 20 years this year stepped in as part of the ownership team.
Great.
So, like, I'm the face, I'm the figure. I'm like the Dana White, but I'm also like the, was it Fratelli brothers or whatever they are?
Yeah.
So, like, I'm also the
promoter, booker.
I'm also the main provider of income, but I have this incredible management team, and it's great because they're my brothers. So I can trust them, and they know they can trust me. And that's, they don't want to be public, but I'm going to say it's Elijah Thomas, who you know.
Yes.
Ray Batances, and Michael Sabatino. Like I've known them all since high school, 20 years. We've done everything, you know. Like
awesome.
It's awesome. So it went from 4 brothers who love wrestling, will go to Legends to watch shows and and be crazy or whatever. And it's like, well, now we're running a company.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Next level,
fun.
man.
Yeah. It's just, and it's crazy because it's just out of nowhere, Had I just thought he was being a jackass and said, no, I'm not going to do commentary for your Shindy show,
you wouldn't. None of this would have happened. The chain of events that
now,
led to.
We've had shows in 3 boroughs, Brooklyn, Bronx, and Queens.
Yeah.
In 3 different states, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. And I mean, I feel like the name holds weight. Like when people say Battle Club Pros, the workers are going to provide great entertainment for the fans. The fans are going to love what they see. They're not going to feel outcasted. This is a little weird detour, but I just watched that documentary on Studio 54.
Yeah.
And someone said, when you go in there, everything's out the door. There's no phobia of any sort. And that's what I want. Like, you come into a Battle Club show, you don't have to worry about anyone saying anything derogatory. Everyone's one family. We all love each other. In October, Mark Adam Haggerty, who's incredible, and I definitely think he's probably going to be signed within a year, so I'm going to lose him. He has a Chikara contract, which is incredible, to say the least, but he'll be in a major company soon enough. But his DJ Accident Report, who's new on commentary team, Effie was there, Darnell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they took a picture on the ring. It was like Battle Club was gay as F, But it's great.
That's awesome.
But it's awesome because that's what it's. Everyone can go there and be awesome. Like if you want to go there and be a metalhead, that's fine. You want to be a rapper, that's fine. Like you go in there, you don't have to worry. No one's gonna judge you because it's a free zone.
One thing I've seen since I've been coming to the shows, being a part of like the partnership, is it's a very diverse crowd. Like
yes.
Very like you got your rockers, you got people that are from all different parts. No matter where, if it was a show in New Jersey or a show in the Bronx or a show in Brooklyn, like it's all a diverse crowd, and that's what I love about it. Yeah. So from you kind of took us on the chain of events from starting with the commentary to now owning Battle Club Pro. I want to know like what was the biggest like low and what was the biggest high during that time.
Oh, so the biggest low was the joint show we did with Tier 1 at La Boom. That sucked. The idea was, Evolve's going to run after us, so people are going to want to be there.
Yeah.
The card, because it was on short notice, the card wasn't as well put together as we would have liked. But out of that, we saw how great the Carnies were. I got a first-hand look at PB Smooth, who is killing it now. Matt Riddle worked for us that night. Keith Lee.
Sweet.
2 guys who are in NXT right now.
Yeah.
I saw Mike Verna like really get into it with Matt Riddle. Saw these people and I was like, wow, this is dope. The turnout was terrible, and it hurt to see like, okay, we kind of half-assed putting it together. Now we see why you don't do that, because the turnout wasn't what it was. So it really hurt to sit there and be like, man, there's 40 people in the crowd. And I won't sugarcoat it. I'm not saying all promoters do, but I've seen like this infatuation with inflating numbers. Like, no, I had less than 40 people in that crowd, and I'm not ashamed to say it because it was a learning experience. The highest high was bringing British Strong Style to my junior high school. Like, that is where I went to junior high school. That is where I played around and rock bottom somebody in the basement, and I had Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven in the gym in my neighborhood, in my junior high, and we were close to 500 people.
Yeah.
And, people, like, again, the inflated numbers, like, you can just look at the video footage. It was ridiculous. It was 5 million degrees because there were so many bodies in there. But, yeah, that was unbelievable. The greatest high. And then that was the first time I was actually able to address the crowd. So now, not only am I bringing this incredible show to my neighborhood, Brooklyn, my junior high school, I'm addressing the crowd. And just to see some of the people I grew up with who understands, and, my friend posted, he's like, I'm so proud of this man. Like, Sabs, my best friend, posted that, and it's just like, I had coworkers like, oh my God, they have videos of me, and it's just like, that was insane. You know, like Carlos was like, yeah, you can have your little entrance or whatever, and that was fine. But like to actually address the crowd was clearly the highest high, and now it's something I tend to do before every show, because there's no show without the fans, there's no show without the workers, there's no show without the staff. So I feel like it's appropriate for me to thank you guys every single time, because you come out every single time.